What we're going to talk about is going to heal some hearts. It's going to give clarity to someone, and it's going to really allow the Holy Spirit to resonate within your mind and everything that you are. My amazing special guest is the recording gospel artist, and her name is Calandra GANTT, and actually she is a minister. Some would say Minister Calandra GANTT. Are you here with me this evening?
I am. I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so happy to have you, and we're going to have a good time tonight because I just really feel that what we're going to talk about, everything that is about you. And our topic today is really going to change and transform some lives tonight. I know a lot about you because you have been doing what you have been doing for a long time. But my listener audience need to know a little bit more about you. So can you please let everyone know just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I am, Calandra GANTT, born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. I am a gospel recording artist, minister. I am whatever God needs me to be for the appointed time. I always tell people that wherever He wants to use me. But I've been singing since the age of 3, and I've been singing professionally as a recording artist for about 18 years now. But I've been in the music ministry in church for at least 31 years, I believe. Yeah, we're at 31 now. And I just love the Lord. I singer, songwriter, community. I like to work in the community, youth mentor. Anything that I can do to bless the kingdom, I love to do it. So, and I just love just sharing the gospel through song.
Wow. That's, I loved how you just started your intro by saying that I am whatever God wants me to be, whatever He wants me to carry for His people. And that sounds to me like you have a ministry with no walls, no boundaries.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The main thing is, like I said, I've grown up in the church, but as I got older in my walk with Christ, I realized that the church is not the building, and we are commissioned to go out and teach. We're commissioned, so the work is outside of the 4 walls. And I have learned over the years that you cannot put God in a box. You cannot put limits on God because He does the impossible. He does great and mighty things. So my ministry, I know that God spoke in my life that I would have an international ministry, and it has come to pass. I've been able to travel internationally and carry the gospel. So God is He's a man of His word. So this ministry is out, it's out in the street. It's out to the nation. It's out for the kingdom. So we don't try to put it in just one location.
That's really true. Just how, because we already know God is eternal. He is everywhere. And then knowing that and operate in that, you're able to really embrace just how good God is. Right. I really feel that in your answer.
Yeah, He is good. We serve an awesome God. And I find myself falling in love with God more and more daily, just to see how He keeps His promises, just to see how He works, even when we think He's not working. And God is a strategic God. He's an intentional God, which means everything He does on purpose. He does for our good, even when we don't like it. It's still for our good when God does it for us. So I'm just grateful to serve a God that loves me so much that, He looks out for me when I don't know how to look out for myself. And that's a great person to have in your corner. A great father. He's so many things, but number one, he's so good. He's so awesome.
You're really speaking my language because, you really are, because you get to this point, in your walk with Christ when, you really have some experience and you've really seen, just how miraculous God is, not just by others talking about it. No,
Right,
you have a
right.
personal experience, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. You know, a personal experience with God that He's made a way so many times. He's kept me and He's blessed so many times. So I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful to serve a God that loves me so much that He really does look beyond all of our issues and our faults and our hang-ups and our isms and schisms, and He still blesses us. Even when we don't deserve it, He still blesses us.
Absolutely. You know, I'm a firm believer of that, and I totally agree. It's amazing how sometimes you may not see it, you know,
Right.
in the physical, but you feel it. You know He's there. You're like, man, I don't see you right now. I feel you, though.
Right. And that's one thing I do love, that we can feel the presence of God. We really can. And he never leaves us. So, you know, it's great. It's a great thing to experience with God.
It truly is. You know, it just really goes with the topic today. So our topic today, is self-love and worthiness. This is so amazing that we're talking about this, you know, and sometimes we self-sabotage, you know, that self-love and worthiness.
Yeah, we do. We will do that. We will self-sabotage. And you know what? Sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it, because we get in relationships, we get in, I call them ships, whatever it is, whatever your ship is, friendship, relationship, but we get in these ships hurting. We get into them not fully healed and not fully restored, and we think we need this and we think we want this, but I've learned until you can love yourself, and the bottom line is, we got to know how to love vertical before we can love horizontal. And that's what we got to do. We got to learn how to love God because if we know how to love God, He will show us how to love each other. Whatever you're in, the friendship, relationship, whatever it is, but because we haven't maintained or nurtured our relationship with God, that's why we're struggling in our other relationships, because we should know how to love Him first. And once we love Him, He'll show us how to love others.
That's so awesome, because a lot of times, you know, we do try to have that backwards. You know, we try to teach others, you know, how to love us, and we don't know how to love ourselves. So
we don't.
How you
We don't know how to love ourselves, and the thing is, I'm a firm believer. You know, we attract what we are on the inside. When you really think about it, we got to know how to love on ourselves, because I always say nobody can love me better than myself but God. You know, if I know how to love me, then I'll know the kind of love I deserve, because I already love me, because I already value me. It's about a value thing. And we got to stop. We'll find ways, because we haven't fully healed. We will sabotage. We'll sabotage everything that comes, that God brings in our path. We are the ones that mess it up. We are our biggest issue sometimes. Our biggest enemy is ourselves.
Wow, you know, that's truly true, because a lot of times we don't realize that, you know, that's where the self-sabotage come in, where, you know, we're, you know, pretty much operating on our own knowledge, you know, instead of the true knowledge. And, you know, it's like we're, you know, I always talk about it, it's like having our own arsenal of tools in our tool belt, and it does not work, but we still work it. You know, it's like, well, you know, one of these have to work, because I thought about these really, really good, and I had a strategic plan about this, and God's like, well, I don't know what that plan is, but this plan right here works all the time.
Right. God is He's the best plan maker. And it's interesting. I mean, we're human. We have our plans. We have our goals. And there's nothing wrong with having goals and, big plans that we want to achieve. But I changed my conversation a couple of years ago, even in my prayer life, where I said, Lord, I just want to do your will. I just want to walk in your will. Please allow my plans and my goals to match up with your will and purpose for my life. You know, that was the key to changing my life, is when I had a desire to line up my goals and my plans and my desires to match up with God's will. Because if it's in his will, we know it's going to be fulfilled. You know, and the Bible is true. We delight ourselves to give us the desires of our heart. But God is always going to give us what's best for us because he's our Father. And he loves us that much. Because some of the stuff we ask for, even with relationships and people, we don't need them in our lives. Because they'll tear us down. They'll destroy us. They won't know how to love us. But when we let God make connections, I'm in a season of believing God for divine connections and strategic and orchestrated attachments by God, because those attachments and those connections are the things that are going to last on a great foundation.
My Lord, it is so true. You know, I really feel that you know exactly what others need to know when it comes to really fulfilling just that, having that relationship and that love for Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And it really only happens when we surrender. And your album is called I Surrender. Please tell us a little bit about that, because we're getting ready to play your amazing music, you know, this is really going to heal some hearts tonight. Tell me about this album.
Well, I Surrender actually is on one of my earlier projects and an EP I released about 2 years ago. Because I actually have a new single that just came out. But I Surrender was a song that was written in a point of brokenness for me. And God just gave me recently a revelation that he does break us, but he gracefully breaks us. You know, there's a song that called Gracefully Broken. But I Surrender is basically talking about a point in my life where it just seemed like nothing was going to go right. Nothing was going right. You feel lonely. You feel by yourself. Even though God is there, you still have those emotions of loneliness. But I knew that something in me was speaking to say that, you know, you just got to surrender it all. And these words really speak that you surrender your life. I give you my all. Restore. And then when you get to the part about restore me for your glory, that speaks to it. So when he restored me for his glory, so that he could get the glory, so I was broken for restoration, so that God could get the glory.
It's so amazing that you have developed this creation, you know, within your music, because others really are looking for answers on how to surrender. I feel that also in you've had another song called the Conqueror's Anthem. Tell me a little bit about that as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in my praise, I'm a praiser by nature. For those that get to see me minister live, I have energy. I love praising God, because this song is entitled In My Praise, the Conqueror's Anthem, and it talks about the breakthrough is in your praise. A lot of times we get in situations and we're looking for a way out, but I've learned in my life God is not moved by our pity party, but he's moved by our faith. And if I have enough faith to trust him while I'm going through, and all I got to do is just praise him. The breakthrough is in my praise. We're going to go through trials and tribulations, but it's how we react to it. It's our attitude while we're going through. And I've learned how to praise my way through. And that's what this song really is encouraging you to do, is that whatever you're going through, don't you throw in the towel. Just praise your way through, because you're coming out victorious. If you are a child of God, because that's a promise for you. You already have the victory, so we got to learn how to praise our way through the situation.
Yes, this is so needed. That really is the healing. When you're able to praise, you're able to break the shackles free, you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited. This song is
Oh,
really
yeah.
just bubbling up in my spirit. Go ahead and introduce this song to the audience so we can go ahead and play this so they can really receive what I have received by hearing this music.
Okay. I believe you're getting ready to play In My Praise. I'm sorry. Yes, In My Praise, the Conqueror's album. And just know that the breakthrough is in your praise. So you're getting ready to hear this song that I have called In My Praise by CALANDRA, GANTT, the Conqueror's Anthem.
You're listening to Dealers Live Worldwide Podcast.
I am an overcomer. I am an overcomer, yeah. My breakthrough is in my praise. Just the other day, I was going through my trial. Didn't know if I would make it out. Heard a voice say unto me, you have the victory, you know what to do. It's in my praise, I feel a breakthrough coming. In my praise, how I'm gonna make it over. In my praise, victory is mine. It's alright, it's in my praise. For I am an overcomer. My breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer. Yeah, yeah. My breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer. Yeah. My breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer. My breakthrough. Bills are due, money's falling short. What will I do to make it through? Feel like giving up, throwing in the towel. Then I remember He will provide. It's in my praise, I feel a breakthrough coming. In my praise, how I'm gonna make it over. It's in my praise, victory is mine. It's alright, it's in my praise. Yeah, greater is He that is in me than he in the world. If God is for me, who's against me? I will win, for it's in my praise. I am an overcomer. My breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer. My breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer. Yeah, yeah. My breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer. I am an overcomer. My breakthrough. My praise. My praise. My praise. Oh yeah. My breakthrough is in my praise. My praise. My praise. Cry out today. My breakthrough is in my praise. My praise. My praise. My breakthrough is in my praise. Oh, I am an overcomer. My breakthrough. I am an overcomer. I am an overcomer, yeah. My breakthrough is in my praise. My breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer. My breakthrough is in my praise. Breakthrough is in my praise. I am an overcomer, yeah. No matter what you're going through, my breakthrough is in my praise. My praise. I overcame with my praise. My praise. My praise. My praise. My praise. Yeah. My praise. Yeah. My praise. My breakthrough is in my praise. My praise. My praise. My praise.
You're listening to Dealers Live Worldwide Podcast.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. And this is LEKEISHA Mosley Show. And we just finished listening to my sister, Calandra, and her single, In My Praise. And it's called The Conqueror's Anthem. And it's so much to that song. And I really feel it. It's almost like you feel the release, of really what God is trying to. Joy of the Lord is our strength, right? And you really will feel that strength. Shalendra, how do you feel about that? Did you feel that strength when you made the song?
Oh yeah, we were in the studio, and I just felt that, even in going through, just trying to remember during that time, that it was a release. Music and singing for God, it is a true release. And just the words to that song, bills due. Sometimes our finances are short. We don't know what we're going to do. But we're just going to praise God because the breakthrough is in the praise. So, yes, the joy of the Lord is my strength. That's one thing about it. That's the difference between joy and happiness. Happiness is built upon my circumstances. But joy, when I got joy, it's because I'm my relationship with the Lord. So I can have joy in the midst of everything going wrong around me. I still have joy because it's not based upon my circumstances, but it's based upon my strength in the Lord.
That's really just so key into our walk and knowing where our strength comes from. Because sometimes when we go in our, our human selves, we're tired. We get tired. Yeah. We're ready to give up everything.
That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. But you can't give up, though. You can't give up.
Not at all. Because when you know the truth and when you know that he's right by your side, you know that you're not doing it alone. That's how I feel. I feel like that's what you're doing on a day-to-day basis in your ministry. It says that you also have a radio show, and you minister to young kids because your goal is to open up a school, music school for children. Can you please let us know a little bit about that?
Yes. My desire, I've always worked with the youth ministry since I was 13 years old. I've always been working with our youth department in church and mentoring other young people. And now, even in my walk with Christ, I teach music to different, age kids from 3 years old and up, because I believe in pouring back into them, and music is a form of expression to teach them, whatever emotion you're dealing with, you can put it in music. And eventually my prayer is to open up a school one day, and I know that's going to come forth. God has already given the vision, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So that's the desire that I have in order to carry it on. And God has already got some things in the works with some collaborations and stuff, and I just praise God for that.
That's really, really amazing, because you really want to sow into others, especially our young kids, as far as them to continue building legacy, right? I'm all about legacy building.
Right. Building that legacy, and we have to. God does not, I do not believe He gives us these gifts and these talents and all of this wisdom and wants us to hold on to it for ourselves. We are blessed to be a blessing to other people. And I believe if we teach the generation, we teach them how to honor their gifts and how to work hard and know that whatever you reap, you shall sow. And just impart some things into them and make them the best of whatever they can be with their gifts and with their artistry. So that is my goal. I've always wanted to have a goal, a platform to bless other people and to help other people reach their potential and their vision.
That's really, transformational, because we need, those outlets, those avenues, in order for our young, to believe and to know that they're not alone. Sometimes they're in a position where, they're just working it every day, just trying to stay positive and alive depending on their, environment. And it's very important for us to be that catalyst to be able to reach, our young people, to let them know that God is forever with them and haven't left them, And I feel that, what exactly is going on within the next year or so? You have some projects that are coming up. Do you have, like some music coming up? Because I know you have a lot of things going on. I just want to make sure that we are concentrating on what's happening next for you.
Oh, yes. We praise God. We just dropped our latest single called He's Good, live and in plug. It came out February 15th. That is the new single, and that is from my live album called The Praise, Worship, and Soul Experience Live and Unplugged that we recorded here in Atlanta last November, and we're releasing music now from that live album. And the latest song that just came out is entitled He's Good. And we redid that song and did the live version because we had such a great response when we were on tour last year from Atlanta to South Carolina. We were in Canada as well, and it was such a great response, and everyone was like, you got to put that live version out. And so we just went ahead and chose that song as the first single from the live project, and it just came out. And we're grateful. It's getting radio play here on our terrestrial station, Kiss 104.1, and it's just really becoming a blessing for people. Everybody loves the song, and I praise God for it because, in writing that song, He's a good God. I don't care what you believe, but we serve an awesome God, and He is good, and so we're just excited about what God is doing, and we have a lot of engagements here locally that we'll be doing, and we'll be heading out on some tours this year, and we're just excited about what God is getting ready to do.
That's just amazing because I'm looking forward to hearing this new single that you have. He's Good. You're gonna have to come back so we can play that definitely because I'm looking forward to that. But I know that we do have I Surrender. We want to definitely go ahead and play that now. So I know you talked about it a little bit, but go ahead and give us a little bit more about it, and so introduce this to the audience for us.
Yes. The next song you're getting ready to hear is entitled I Surrender. It is a song that will minister to you, those that you may be going through, if you've been broken, going through depression, a little bit of loneliness. If you surrender to God and just give Him everything that you have in your life, He will restore you for His glory. So we praise God for this song that you're going to hear entitled I Surrender by CALANDRA again.
Some days I feel so lonely, don't know which road to take, but I know you have a purpose, and you will make a way. I can feel your presence with everywhere I go. Lord, I need you in my life today. I know. Only you can do it, God. Oh, yeah. Restore me for your glory, Lord. Lord, I need you. Come into my life today. Come on and restore me. Oh, for your glory. Don't you know that I need you? Oh, come into my life today. I need you. Restore me. Oh, I will be used for your glory. Lord, I need you. Oh, to come into my life today. Come on, restore me. For your glory. Lord, I need you. Oh, come into my life today. Come on and restore me. Oh, for your glory. I need you.
It's radio, it's TV, it's positive, it's power. Right here on Positive Power 21. Can you feel the power?
Yes, I feel the power. And you just finished hearing my sister, Calandra, her amazing song, I Surrender. This is amazing because it lets you know just who you are and whose you are when you let God go ahead and do it, Calandra. I just felt that. And guess what?
Oh, yeah.
Guess what?
What?
Look, we do have the song. We have He's Good.
Oh, you have do you have the live version? You have the live one? Cause
Let me check with Jerry. Do we have a live version, Jerry, or do we have
Yes, we do. Sorry about that. People talking to me. People talking about man online.
Oh.
Yes, we have it. You ready? You ready for it?
Yes, yes, we are ready for it. Can you go ahead and introduce that real quick for us?
Yes, this is Calandra Gantt. It's good. I'm doing a Calandra now. It's all good. He's good. That's my girl. Here we go. He's good.
How many know he's good? Somebody say he's good. Come on. He's good.
Yes, yes, everyone. You just heard "He's Good" by Calandra Grant. This is amazing. I really feel that vibration of this song, and it's really just a calling. I feel the passion. I feel just the courage. I feel the confidence that God is good. And God is good when He's done something within your life.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. God really is. We serve, and I know people say it as a cliche. God is good all the time, but He really is good. When you really sit back and think about it, everything we need, He has spread it at the table, and it's up to come and sit at the table and feast from the Lord. But He really is a great, good God. Even when things are not the way we want them to be, they could be worse. We really have to just say, God, you are so good and you're so kind. So, and I love that song. That's one of my theme songs. But God, I enjoy singing that song because of the joy that it brings so many people. Because when they really think about it, God is so good. He really is.
Yes, I really feel that, and you really have the passion and the power in that, when you experience His goodness, because you woke up this morning, your legs are working, your arms are moving, your organs are functioning, the blood is flowing. You know what I mean? When you get deep with it, you say, wow, God, this is amazing. I didn't make this happen. I wouldn't have operated making this happen,
Right. So you really are a great, good God. I could complain, but I really won't, because there's nothing to complain about if I opened up my eyes and I'm able to use my like you said, my limbs and my mind, and I'm in my right mind. So many people suffer with mental illness, but I'm in my right mind, God. So for that, I want to say you thank you, and you are so good.
Yes, it's so important for us to really proclaim that and let God know that how good He is, and that's when He's inspired to continue the goodness, because He's like, oh wow, they really appreciate and they know what I'm doing. Let's keep on flowing them with the blessings. Let's keep on, because they're acknowledging who I am. Wow, I'm having so much fun tonight. It's like it's ending, and it's not ready to end, but it's like wow. So I'm definitely encouraged by you. Definitely look forward to you coming out with some new projects and just coming back and blessing us with it, so we can let the world know what you're doing.
Yes, I'm excited. I love to do that. I'm just very grateful for this opportunity to be on the show tonight, and I thank God for you guys allowing me to share what God has given me over the radio waves, and I'm just grateful. I really am. I'm just grateful.
Amen, amen. So go ahead and please let everyone know how we can stay in contact with you and how they can definitely connect with the next upcoming projects that you do have. Let us know.
Oh, yes. Well, you can go to our website. It is CalandraGantt.com. That's CalandraGantt.com. And once you go on there, you can connect with me all on social media, find out how to book the ministry, and just learn more about my start and all of the things I have going on, and new music and our next date on our calendar. So we're just excited, and just so go to www.CalandraGantt, that's with 2 T's, .com, and connect with me on all social media outlets, as well as find out our calendar and all the new music we're going to be having come forth.
Amen, amen. Well, I'm looking forward to connecting with you and definitely supporting everything that you have. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much for coming on the LEKEISHA Mosley Show.
You.
Yes, absolutely. So, Calandra, we're getting ready to go into the last segment of the show, and it's called LEKEISHA's Love Letter of Healing, Encouragement, and Empowerment. And it's really just going to embrace and just bless the listeners to be inspired and look forward to the next season that God has for them, whatever it is, that God is there for them and what they have and what they're proclaiming and what they're looking for. God is there. He hears them. So this segment is going to be referencing to Psalms 139, and it's chapter 14. And it says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well. That's confidence what David had. David knew that God had his back because, we all know the story. David went through so many trials throughout his life. Even before he became king, he went through so many different segments in his life where he didn't know if God was there. He didn't know if he left him. He didn't know if he did something wrong. It was a lot of persecution, self-sabotaging going on within David. But, there's something that always bubbled up with David. He knew, he said, wow, God gave me this voice. He gave me this song. He gave me, the voice to play music. All of these things, these are gifts. So he was always constantly reminded just how good God was and how much, he was always with them. So even though he got, had despair, even though he felt, like he was lost sometimes, he always had to come back to what he saw and say, you know what? No, God is with me because I'm looking at just how good he is through all the gifts he has. If you look at our bodies have organs, it has blood flowing. We don't make it happen. We were strategically made with so much love that we didn't create it. God did. So if you think about just how good that is, what God made in us, we are valued. We are enough. God has so much in store for us, and all we got to do is believe. All we got to do is stay open to his goodness. So I want to encourage everyone today to make sure they understand just how precious and how loved they are, and that God is with you tonight. He is with you through every trial that you go through, good and bad, all perceived failures. He's with you through it all, and he's going to see you shine in the end. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the LEKEISHA Mosley Show. Look forward to seeing you again. Have an amazing evening.
You're listening to Gary Orsley Worldwide Podcast.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of